Hello Artsy, welcome to the second video of my channel. So for my first video, I have uploaded a tutorial with regards to a sunflower coaster, and I received a request from my cousin if I would be able to upload a video discussing the basic terms that you would be needing to know if you are a beginner in making a crochet project. So this tutorial is about the basic crochet terms that you will be encountering when you are doing a current project. If you are new to my channel, I hope you will be able to click that subscribe button so that you will be updated when I upload certain videos with regards to crochet tutorial. I am planning to upload every week so that we would be able to craft together various cute crochet projects, and I hope you will be able to stay with me with this journey. Okay, let's start. This upload is for part 2 of the basic crochet tutorial. If you would need to watch the part 1, I would leave the link on the description below. An 8-ply yarn and a 6mm hook for you to be able to see more clearly how I will do the basic crochet terms. But as you follow through my tutorial, you can use your desired hook number depending on the required hook size of your yarn. As we go through each stitch, I will also show you how I use them in my actual projects. Okay, I'm going to show you now how to make a treble. A treble is like a double crochet, only with increased number of yarn over and pulling up of loops. So to make a treble, you need to yarn over twice. 1, 2. Insert your hook in the loop, pull up a yarn. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops in your hook. Pull through 2. You will now have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through another 2. Sorry about that. You'll have 2 loops on your hook and then pull through the last 2. So it gives you a longer stitch. Let's do that again. Yarn over twice. You should have 3 loops on your hook before inserting to the stitch, and then pull through 2, pull through another 2, and then pull through the last. That's how you make a treble. I normally use a treble when I'm making my petals. So you can see here I started with a single crochet. This one is a half double crochet, and then a double crochet, and this one the longest stitch is a treble petal look. So this one is a picot. I am going to show you how to make this one. So a picot is normally something that is done on lace crochets. Me, as of now, I normally use the picot in, as mentioned earlier, I normally use it in making petals. There, to give it a beautiful tip. So how I made the picot is, so from a it's either a double crochet or a treble crochet. So you need to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You'll have 3 chains, and then we will go back to the loop at the bottom of your stitch, and then pull through all the 3 loops to make a slip stitch. There you have it. That's a picot. Now I'm going to show you how to make a stitch with back loop only and front loop only. So you will see it in the abbreviations as BLO or FLO. So the loops that they are mentioning are actually the stitches where you will be inserting your hook. The one facing you is your front loop, so this one. This side is your front loop, and the one on the other side, this one, will be your back loops. So when you see in the tutorials that it should be front loop only, what you will do is that, for example, they said that it's single crochet front loop only, so you need to insert your hook in the front, not on both. So normally what we do, right, is that we insert it in both like that for single crochet. For the front loop only, what we should do is insert only in the front side of our little V right there. So the front loop, I normally use that when I'm making my pots. There, it actually gives a bit of texture in your work. So this is where I used my front loop. Let me show you. Here, so this pot is done in front loop only. You will notice, so this one are the back loops. I already stitched it with my soil, the back loop, but when I made the single crochets, it's done in front loop only. Now for the back loop only, it's similar to your front loop only that our hook goes way back. So for example, here on your next stitch, so for the back loop, if you cannot see your back loop, it's okay to turn your work a bit towards you so you can see where your back loop is. Insert your hook, pull up a yarn, make a single crochet, and let's do it again. So the back loop actually creates a texture, if you can notice, compared to our single crochets here. So this is the effect of the front loop only. The back loop actually makes a texture to your work. Let me finish it so you would see. There, so you would notice compared to our previous stitches where we inserted our hook in both loops, when you insert it in a front or a back loop, it creates a texture. So I normally use the back loop only here, so you can see when I made my cactus, it gives a texture compared to when you make a single crochet on both loops. So let me show you the difference here. So this one, I made it in single crochet. Sorry about that. I made it in single crochet in both loops. This one is made on single crochet with back loops only. There you go. Now I'm going to show you how to make a magic ring. I'm going to show you two ways. So for the first way to make a magic ring, for beginners, they normally suggest that we do a chain of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chains, and then to make a ring, we need to slip stitch on the first chain. So to slip stitch, we need to insert our hook, pull up a yarn, and then pull it through both loops. Then we have a magic circle. Another way to make a magic circle, which is personally how I do it when I make my round projects, is like this. So we need to hold the end tail of our yarn like this, and then wrap it around our pinky finger. Wrap it twice between your index finger and your middle finger. Hold it in the first yarn, and then with your hook, put your hook underneath the first yarn, and then grab the second yarn, make a small twist, and then this is the tricky part. So after you twist, you need to grab the longer part of the yarn and then pull it through, and then there's your magic circle. The advantage of this way of making a magic circle is that you can easily tug your short tail when you need to close your round. So let me show you that. So for magic circles, we normally do the crochets inside the circle. So for example, we make a single crochet of 6. 1, 2, 3. Make sure that when you do the crochets inside the magic circle, the short tail is always included. 4, 5, 6. So that when you pull your work, for example, so you have here 6 single crochets and we need to pull it to make a round or a circle. You pull it slowly. You can easily close the circle. So I normally use the magic circle when I'm making my coasters. For example here, so I use a magic circle here on the round 1 of this flower coaster. I also use it in the base of my amigurumi pots. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to slip stitch. A slip stitch is normally used to end a round. It is quite similar to single crochet, but unlike the single crochet which I've shown you earlier, so in single crochet, we first make 2 loops in your hook before we pull through. So that one is a single crochet. For slip stitch, what we need to do is when we insert the hook into the stitch and grab the yarn, we need to grab this yarn all throughout both loops. So in the stitch and in the loop in your hook. So to do that, we need to slip it all throughout. So by the end of a slip stitch, you still have 1 loop in your hook and your previous stitch is kind of pinned down. So that's the effect of a slip stitch. So as I mentioned, it's normally used to close a round, or in some of the project it's mostly used as a finishing touch. For example, in this bucket hat that I made, so the end part of the brim, so all the way through the project or the round is a half double crochet, and to give a cute close to the brim, so all the way through this last round, so there was a slip stitch around the brim. Thank you so much for watching. That would be the end of my upload for this week. If you want to be updated on my upcoming crochet tutorials, please hit the subscribe button or click the bell for a real-time update whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye!